What is up, guys? Welcome back. We have another one for bags. This one's a little bit special. This one came all the way from Virginia. This is getting a full AirTekk Stage 2 Plus air suspension setup, as well as a custom diffuser by me. We got the vehicle finally on the lift. I am now pretty much going through the back to get everything out. As you guys can see, we got the bags right there. This, I'm assuming, is the compressors, and then management and everything else is in that box right over there. So let me get all this stuff out, lay it out on the table, and we'll get started. All right, pretty much this is everything the AirTekk Stage 2 Plus comes with. You got management, remote, relay, filters, pressure switch, power harness, lines. This is the harness for the signal for the remote and everything. Couple the antenna, because if I'm not mistaken, it is Bluetooth. So the antenna, fittings, Teflon tape, the bags, of course, and we got the compressors. Now, this is a first for me. I have never pulled bags out of the box with the top hat missing, screws and hardware. Surprisingly, I have literally, because it was missing 3 screws, and I literally have the same exact screws. So I was able to pretty much make up for that, because that would have been bad. If I didn't have any screws specific to this, then that would have been bad. But we have everything we need. There's 4 screws for the top hat, just so you can see here, same exact thing. This one was completely disassembled for some reason, but we're gonna assemble it and then we'll be able to throw it on the car. All right, guys, so pretty much the customer wanted the tank to be up top, but I just came in, try to fit everything. And unfortunately, the tank that he got is a low profile tank, so the brackets are too short, and we're having contact with this black box here, and I'm not trying to remove this by no means. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay it out in 2 different ways to kind of give him 2 different options as far as layout goes. Okay, so here we have our compressors. So layout number 1 is going to be the one that I like the most, which is kind of tilted. That would be layout 1. So tilted compressors, tank in the back, management in the middle. And then layout number 2 is going to be compressor sideways like this and like this. And that's basically to maintain as much trunk space as possible, so that way the air management kit and everything is not occupying so much space. So we're gonna take a few pictures of this, send them out to the customer, see which one he picks, and I'll show you guys the final result once everything is on. All right, guys, and this is pretty much it for this setup. So we got compressor management, tank, the pressure switch is already on, water trap is already on, everything is plugged off. All the extra ports are plugged off, and we are pretty much ready to go on the car and run wiring. Excuse me if I'm a little bit dirty. It's been a long day. This is not the only job that I've done today. I've actually done a few, but we're gonna be here for a while. It's about to be dark too. It's about 7 p.m. right now, but we're gonna keep going with this to get as much done as possible, so that way when we come back tomorrow, we don't have as much work to do. But this is going on the car now, and I'm gonna start wiring everything up and running pretty much all the lines and all the air lines that are supposed to go. This one that comes from here to management, exhaust, and then we got all the bags and stuff like that. So let's get it. All right, guys, so like I said, it was gonna be nighttime. It is currently probably like 8, 9 o'clock at night. And I already have pretty much most of the wiring on the inside of the car already done. I have my main wire that goes out to the front of the vehicle, and my as well as my ignition signal and my remote signal or my remote wire per se. I ended up making, because I needed grounds back here and I could not find any grounds whatsoever, so I ended up pretty much sanding that, not sanding, but using like a wire brush to pretty much get the metal bare. I used a metal rib nut and got my ground from that. So the compressors are gonna be pretty much grounded to those rib nuts that I added on for ground. The wires pretty much already all the way tucked in. I got my ignition wire sticking out. My remote wire already there, pretty much ran it under the carpet and out. And then this one, same thing, under the carpet and up towards the fuse box. Also found my fuse. So if you're doing air ride install on a WRX, you are going to go for the first top to the bottom. The second one, the 28 that says cigar, that is going to be the fuse you're going to tap into, which is going to be
that 20 right up there that's by itself next to the 7.5 amp. That's going to be your signal for anything that you want to put on a key on, which is your pretty much your cigar lighter. Outside of that, we got the full setup also made. I'm actually tying up some of the lines. I already cut the length to put them out, and I could start putting all this stuff in the car and finish up the wiring. So this is going to be it for now. Next, we're going to be moving on to the bag install. And final, we're going to see the car pretty much with the diffuser made and everything else done. So stay tuned for that. And that is official, ladies and gentlemen. Day 2 officially starts. We are heading back to the shop. It is currently 9 in the morning. And yesterday, I pretty much stayed till about 11 at night. Got the whole trunk setup done, all the wiring in the trunk. But when I was doing the wiring, I noticed that the signal and remote wire that I had already ran and tucked away was making the plug be too short for the management. So I had to completely undo all that. And I kind of left it like that. So we're going to finish that up today. And we are going to start that whole system, air it up completely, so we can see if we hold pressure in the tank, and then we can move on to the bag install and final the diffuser. But all that is happening today, so let's go get right to it. Complete kit is on, guys, and we got pressure coming up. Gonna let this tank fill up completely, so we can leave it as we do the bag install. So we can leave it and monitor the pressures and everything. Not gonna show the trunk setup just yet. I'm gonna leave that to when a customer gets here. I'll show you guys, and he can see it at the same time, so nobody can see the trunk setup. I didn't do nothing crazy, but I definitely went out of my way a little bit to make it a little bit nicer for him. So that's gonna be good. That is it entirely for wiring. We are gonna get these on the car now. Lines are already pretty much all the way out to the front, so I just gotta get the struts in, plug the lines in, and lower the car. But let's get these on in 3, 2, 1. And that is it for front and back. Everything's on. Lines are hooked up. Now we can go down to the floor, put the wheels back on, which I already did on this side. Go down to the floor and see how it all looks. Last thing we're gonna do before we put it down on the floor, I already got my wood set up, is going to be adjust the camber, and I'm gonna push it in because this tire is definitely sticking out too much, and I don't want it to make contact with the fender when I air down. The back is good, because that's gonna naturally camber in. So as you can see, this side's right in the middle, and then passenger side, I already pushed it in, so it's way less poke, and that way the tire can go into the fender and not onto the fender. And guys, that is official. The suspension is completely on. Aired it up, aired it down, check all the settings. I will show you guys the final result once we're finished, because right now I'm pretty much gonna be designing this diffuser. Drawing it all out, then cutting it, figuring out the mounting locations and all that stuff. But outside of that, the air suspension is definitely done. All right, so we're officially done with the Subaru. He's right here. He almost damn near saw it, but I want to get it on video. So the diffuser's all done. By the way, so you guys can see, this is all handmade, guys. This is all handmade. It took me like 4 hours to make it, but we did it. And the car is not even on the floor, so believe me, once it's on the floor, this is gonna look sick. All right, so let me get my guy. Vente. I'd say just air it out right there. Yeah. Now watch. Let me get your reaction. Ew. Oh yeah, it sits down, bro. Yeah, it sits down. Now I finally show everybody, because even the people from the video haven't seen the trunk. All right.
Oh, that shit looks clean.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Come on, man. Florida in the house, Poppy. One quick walk around before it goes. This thing is slammed. I was scared that the diffuser was gonna touch the floor, but it doesn't, so we're good. Yeah, that's all the way aired out.
I was worried about that too. Aired out all the way. I just gotta pull my tips out now.
And that is it for this one. We're gonna park it right over there in the back of the shop for a quick photo shoot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one because we're gonna keep doing this. My man, you like it? Hell yeah, that's what we like to hear. See you guys on the next one.
I don't want to be